Good here, and welcome back to the House of Fata Morgana. Let me get onto Discord really quick. Get some butts in here. I forgot to hashtag the campground, but yes, hashtag campground. Just an awesome Discord group full of a bunch of streamers trying to support each other and stuff. Let's see, this month, I can't remember the day, I'm gonna go look it up. It's going to be my Patreon anniversary, so I have a poll that I'm doing that everybody can vote on to decide what game I'll play in celebration. So I will include the link to that in the description on YouTube or in the highlight for this on Twitch. Oh, I'm also going to put on my Twitter, I'm going to be sharing a piece of fan art my good friend Rox did, which is awesome. I almost started crying when I saw it. Wait till she gets in here. Give everybody like another minute, and then we'll start with the second door. Which this is the point where this isn't half blind, this is completely blind. I haven't read anything past this point, just that first story, which is like, because originally I wasn't gonna stream this at all, I was just playing it. And then I read the first story, and it was like, yeah, I need to freak out with other people. It's just too crazy. Alright. I'll just give it a little bit. I hope you guys are all staying safe with the great plague of 2020 going on right now. I hope everyone's washing their hands, practicing the social distancing, all that good stuff. And if you can, if you don't need to go to the grocery store or whatever for essentials, just stay home. Just do our part and do what we all, can to stop this virus. So, alright, I think we're gonna go ahead and start. So I guess it's just me and you. Whoever it is that's watching this. Hello. The second door. 1707, so we've jumped. Connect to chat. Oh, okay, alright. I was worried. I didn't want to start without you because I know how much you've been enjoying this. Okay. This seems a bit more dark than the last one. Yeah. The mansion... Oh, shit. Hold on. Thank you, log. The mansion sat in ruins in that era. Not a soul resided within. The grandeur of the house was lost to the ages. It was in perpetual decline. Not a flower grew in the garden. Dust and dirt blackened the plaster. Cobwebs blanketed the corridors. Ivy shrouded the outer walls. It was not a pleasant sight. Is the music turned down enough? I hope it is. As hard as I tried to fight it, I could not stop the mansion's descent into disrepair. The depth of the previous... Okay, good. The depth of the previous owner's grief, or perhaps despair, was far too much. Oh. After the beautiful, flaxen-haired family, people stayed away from the mansion. They had no heirs, so their bloodline simply... Oh, man. My heart! My heart. They had no heirs, so their bloodline simply vanished into the depths of history. It had been about 50 years since the house last had a resident. The forlorn property appeared as though it had been abandoned for centuries, and the occasional villager who stumbled upon it did not remain there for more than a day. Was it haunted? My time there was rather solitary. Also, she stayed. That was perhaps the loneliest time of my life. Everyone who visited the mansion feared it, and it was left without anyone to become its master. I even came to believe that my time serving as a maid would come to an end in this era. However, one day, I noticed something out of the ordinary. As a servant of the house, I am almost immediately aware of any new presence within its walls. And there appeared to be someone downstairs. It's getting creepy already, like... Can you imagine just how delighted I was? You were delighted there was a squatter, like... Though part of me was anxious about what kind of person I might find, the possibility that it could be you had my heart aflutter. So, resisting the urge to rush, I headed for the basement. God, I hate basements. The cellar was where red wine, smoked meat, and other preserved foods were kept. By that point, the wine was practically antique, as I had expected. A man had made his way into the cellar. Is anyone there? Although, I know, I'm like, what? Although I am unsure if referring to him as a man is entirely accurate. See, what the fuck? Oh my, this is quite something. What? Is that like a smoke monster or a what? Hold on, I gotta get up off my couch and get closer to him so I can see this. He's got like, not quite like bangs? I mean, he's got some canines, but like, he's like a weird smoke monster. It's like freaking Lost or some shit. The very first thing I sensed was an almost unbearable stench. The odor emanated from the man, heightened by the food he had carelessly rummaged through. Blood-red liquid spilled from wine barrels, soaking the floor. Or is he just really dirty and needs, like, a bath? His sunken eyes had a piercing, wolf-like glimmer in them. His teeth were sharp and yellowed, visible as he ripped into a chunk of meat. He grumbled in a seemingly inhuman tongue. I was looking at a beast, or perhaps a half-beast. There was another source of odor in the room, though. It had something of a kind of metallic tinge to it, and when I noticed this, I nearly passed out. The red liquid was not just wine, as I had assumed. Yeah, no, that's blood. The beast had, I presume, stolen a weapon from the village. A sword far too nice for him lay lay on the floor by his side. I could hardly imagine how many people's lives he had taken with that blade. It was visibly wet with blood, even in the darkness of the cellar, but at the same time it had an imposing gleam. The fine, luscious aroma of the wine could not mask the stench of blood and the beast. Holding my breath, I took a few moments to ponder. Ponder what? Oh, Master, you know. Tell me, were you summoned here by the mansion? Did you come here knowing what kind of place it is? If you are in want of money, you are welcome to help yourself to some of the furniture. And I imagine the villagers would be willing to welcome you if you dressed yourself up a bit more like a person. Then you could trade the furniture for food and make your way to a larger town. The wolf was able to fool the innocent little girl simply by putting on clothing, after all. Oh dear, I was afraid you wouldn't understand me. She really is. Like, I'd be like, what the fuck? I'd run up the stairs and probably out the door, and I'd get like a posse together to like kill it. Oh dear, I was afraid you wouldn't understand me. What am I to do? Oh, is this a monster boyfriend? Give him a bath. I was in quite the predicament. Nevertheless, it meant a great deal to me that I had found someone who did not fear the mansion, be they human or beast. So I decided I should give him my assistance, while doing my best not to agitate him. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Say, could you perchance be my new master? Whoa. That was a really abrupt scene change. It's pretty though. I guess? Yeah, flip the Beauty and Beast story, I guess. Where the beast shows up to the house, yeah. The mansion sat near the ocean. To say it was perched upon a cliff might make it sound rather intimidating. Oh, hold on, let me... But you can see the beautifully clear sea through the windows, the glittering expanse of emerald and turquoise. If the mansion had been in proper condition, it would have been breathtaking against that backdrop. I even wanted to plant orange trees in the garden. Though it was a tumultuous era, the sun still shone bright upon the land, which only served to emphasize the house's unsightliness. Oh yes, perhaps I should give you some more background information. At that period in time, a war had just drawn to a close. Which war, I wonder? You know what, I'm curious, let's look that up. Actually, to see what war she's talking about, because I know my history, but not that far back. 1707, let's see here. That one just started. There's the Siege of Toulon, which took place during, the War of the, no, because that was still going on, yeah. There's the Siege of Toulon, and then there was something called the Battle of Almanza. Maybe she's talking about the 7 Years' War, which, like, went on past that time, but maybe, like, in the area, it, you know, was like a battle that happened and then it like stopped. I don't know. It could just be bullshit, and I'm looking at history and they were just like, yeah, there was a war, and this is fiction, so. The once gorgeous wetlands were infested with crows picking at decaying remains. Bodies of soldiers fallen in battle continually washed up on the shores of coastal villages. The people wanted nothing more than for the curtain to draw on that deeply political contest. And when it finally did, the kingdom, with its richly fertile shores, was stripped of its independence, beginning a new era under new rule. The people were exhausted, their spirits wasted away, and the splendor of the ocean and sky did nothing to help. I mean, soothe the soul, I guess. In my mind, the beast was emblematic of the times, emaciated and enveloped in the scent of blood. But the war came to an end. Thus the beast did not have to remain a beast, I thought. Did he? Did you give him a bath? And so I endeavored to make the beast more human-like. First, I needed to do something about his appearance. I would draw a bath, scrub away all the filth, and dress him in clothing left in the mansion. However, having sat unused for 50 years, the majority of garments had been devoured by insects and were of little use. So I searched the mansion top to bottom for anything the beast could wear, heated up some coals, and set to work ironing what I found. At the time, steam irons had not yet been invented. We used plates of iron heated with coals. They somewhat resembled kettles. I think I've seen those in like period pieces before. I even prepared meals for the beast in order to teach him proper table manners. Although, with the mansion in a nearly uninhabitable state of disarray, there was only so much I could do in the kitchen, and the only supplies I had to work with were what was left in the cellar. As such, I was not able to put to use the cooking skills I had learned in the flaxen-haired family's time. Now, you mustn't eat with your hands. Do you want to get your fingers and face dirty? I don't think he cares. You eat using a knife and fork. See, like this. I feel like I am teaching a young child. He didn't like that. Oh my, what are you holding your head for? Oh dear. Perhaps I should be teaching you to speak before table manners. Worry not, we have plenty of time. You needn't act so frightened. Or perhaps you do not want to be understood at all. Would you be so kind as to tell me your name? You are, for now, still a guest. It is too soon for me to call you master. Or am I mistaken? Your name, that is what people call you. How about I start by telling you my name? I am called... I don't know, Beastia. Your name is Beastia? I see. Then that is what I shall call you, Beastia. My, you seem to be rather perplexed as to how I was still alive. Yeah, and you didn't seem to age at all either. He had, in fact, attempted to cause me harm. However, I am a servant of the house. The beast called himself Beastia. It is a curious thing. When I learned his name, he seemed to take on new importance in my mind. he was not a mere beast, but the thing called Beastia. Were you some kind of weird, like, sociopath? Like, Master, should I ever have the chance to hear your name, I am certain you too shall become more substantial a presence. But you must always remember, Master, that even if you do not remember your name, and even if you never know mine, you have always held a special place in my heart. And thus began my tranquil days with Beastia. Slowly, he began to learn the human tongue, and I was, to be quite honest, rather thrilled. To be certain, I was afraid of the beast, but my fear was not so strong as my elation that there was someone else in the mansion, someone to whom I could speak, and someone that might become my master. Come now, you must pull weeds out at the roots, or they will soon grow back. This is a task that requires perseverance. You do it like this, see? There you go. Grass. Oh, did you not expect that? What appears to be many plants on the surface is actually all connected within the soil. This is a task that requires a man's strength. If there were other servants, they could do it. So I apologize for making you tend to the garden, future master. Or perhaps, now that you are all dressed up, do you wish to leave the mansion and find someone to fool, as the wolf did the sweet little girl? Why does she keep pushing that? Like, do you want to just go and to another town and, you know, dress up like a person and then eat somebody? Like, have you no interest in remaining in such a disheveled house? Go on. Not want leave. Oh my. Is that so? If you wish to stay, then I shall not stop you. On the contrary, I will gladly attend to you. I am waiting for the person who is to become my master. Forever waiting. I should be able to watch over you until the day you depart this world, old and wrinkled. Do you not believe me? Are you interested in becoming the master of this house? Will be. I have to wonder if you know what you are saying, although it matters little whether you do or not. Oh my, look at that! Now this brings back memories. This is called a rose. Do you know what a rose is? It is a type of flower. Not. No. Do not. No. I see. Then allow me to teach you. What you have here is not a real rose. The real roses wilted and are sleeping in the soil. This is called an accessory. It is something women wear. The beast held an ornamental white rose in his hands, an object someone, sometime, meant to give to someone else. Oh, it's the rose that, Nell tried to give the white-haired girl. Curiously, the white rose was just as stunning as it had been the day it was made, despite being buried in the earth for so many years. I hear roses make wonderful gifts. He stared intently at the decorative rose. I had presumed the beast would either discard it disinterestedly or destroy it. But much to my surprise, Beastia held it gently in his hands, as though it were something precious to him. Are you, perchance, considering giving it to me? So you are not. Very well. Is there someone else you would like to give it to? In that moment, a thought floated through my mind. The thing I had found in a pool of blood in the cellar was a monstrous creature indeed, for perhaps that was not, at his core, what he truly was. So I asked him a question. What is it that you desire, Beastia? This mansion fulfills people's desires. Does it? If you yearn for something. Want. Live. Peace. Look at that filthy thing. A beast. It's a beast. It's eating goddamn sand. You really that hungry? Beast, you foul creature. Stay the hell back. Get any closer. So, Jesus Christ, epilepsy warning, God. Filthy beast. And I'll kill you. I'll have to... Once I'm done, I'll have to timestamp that for people and put a warning, because that's... Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Several days passed by. As Beastia began to act more like a person, the mansion followed suit, slowly becoming more habitable, though not yet back to its former glory. No flowers grew in the garden, but neither were there weeds infesting it. The dusty corridors... Yeah, I don't blame you. If I wasn't reading it, I would have been like, ugh! The dusty corridors, the shattered windows, rust-covered kitchen gradually returned to their proper states. Beastia learned how to change his own clothes and how to draw a bath. No longer did I have to wait on him hand and foot. Oh, sorry, long day. He could take care of a number of things all by himself. What we lacked for food, he acquired from the forest. Never did he go to purchase supplies from the village. Rather, he captured hares and gathered herbs hidden in the undergrowth, or overgrowth. There were days without incident. And though such a life may be wont for excitement, peace is something that you mustn't take for granted. Those who have it cast it aside, finding the leisurely flow of time dull. Only those who have never experienced it truly know how precious it is. Beastia appeared to be content. He wore an expression of solitary serenity. Someone? Is anyone there? And then one day, a crack formed in the uneventful tranquility. Is anyone in there? Could you part with some food? I don't need much. Some food and water? Just a little, that's all I need. Beastia looked over at me, as if seeking my aid. Ironic, no? It was the visitor who was truly in need of aid. I pondered it for a few moments, deciding that I could not simply turn away someone calling upon the mansion. Had Beastia ordered me to not let him in, I would have followed his instructions, but he said nothing. Oh, thank God! Someone's here! I was afraid it was deserted. You said you were in need of sustenance? Yes. Does it have to be much? Anything to quench this thirst. I got lost and it's been several days. Give me a few minutes. I will find... Let him in. A firm, deep voice came from behind me. I was quite startled. When had the beast learned to act so much like a human? When had he learned to speak so clearly, and to behave so much like a master? upon seeing Beastia, a look of terror appeared to cross the Wanderer's face for a moment. To my eyes, Beastia was the very image of a head of house, but to an outsider, he probably appeared to be nothing more than a beast in man's clothing. Prepare him a meal and a bed. I suspect he is quite tired. Thank you very much. But in time, the fear drained from the man's face. Beastia sat precariously on the border between man and beast. Though he still had his doubts, the Wanderer revised his first impression, deciding Beastia was human. As the wolf had fooled the little girl in the forest, he too had succeeded in playing the role of a man. I thought I was a goner for a while there, but you really came to the rescue. And a meal like this on top of that? You really didn't have to. Though I guess that's not an appropriate thing to say as I'm eating. What kind of meat is this? Hare. It's damn tender for rabbit. And here I thought it was beef. You have quite the skilled chef. Oh, is she the one who cooked this? Is she your wife? Oh no, I am merely a servant. A female servant, huh? Don't see that very often. This mansion's just full of surprises. I can hardly believe it. Lost for days, and as soon as I think I'm dead, there it is. Thinking back on it now, it's miraculous. He's just like, just stop talking, guy. Finish eating and leave. But why are you two living alone in a house on a cliff? Oh, I beg your pardon. Asking so many questions without telling you about myself. My apologies. Just a little too excited to finally see other people. I'm a merchant. I do international trade. Until a few years back, Spike's exports pretty much all came from one place. But now that we've established trade routes of our own, my country's fighting tooth and nail to push its exports. And in fact, some have lost a few teeth in the fight already. But that's just how it works. It's a cutthroat world. You do what you must to survive. That's just how it works, the merchant said, a sorrowful look on his face. He was quite clearly putting on a show, though. Confidence in himself and his homeland radiated from that man. I came to this land to do business. But much to my chagrin, I somehow ended up lost in the forest. Had I wandered around for much longer, I'd have lost the chance to ever see my beloved again. Your beloved? Yes, sir. I'm constantly out on business, so we only get to see each other a few times a year. But she always waits for my return. I'd like to introduce you to her if I ever get the chance. She's a pretty girl, not especially striking. Is that so? The merchant was a man of many words, and I, for one, do not mind a lively supper table. Though I know not how Beastia felt, at the very least I was glad we had invited the Wanderer into the mansion. He was, after all, holding a proper conversation with someone, and he seemed to be having success concealing his piercing, beast-like gaze. However... Oh, right. I stopped by the village before entering the forest. I'd heard a bone-chilling tale there. As soon as the merchant brought up the subject, a palpable tension spread through the room. They say there have been sightings of a beast. I wonder who that could be. It's a creature unlike anything anyone's seen before. Not a wolf or a bear or anything like that. It even attacked the village once, killing several people. Thankfully, the men managed to drive it out. But the creature is still alive. There's nothing in this world scarier than a vicious beast. Like, oh my god, dude, like... I know, it's just... wow. So you should keep an eye out. Wouldn't want to accidentally let a murderous beast into your home. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. As a villager's insistence, I had the smithy forge me a knife. Is that knife? Huh? Oh my god, with you now? Well, yeah, I've got it on me. Oh my god, like... I'm sorry. Like, I shouldn't be laughing. He's gonna kill this guy. Like, only good to defend myself with, but it's better than that knife. You brought that knife. You're here to kill me with that knife. What? You're going to stab me again and again with that knife like they did last time. That's why you're here, isn't it? What? What are you talking about? What's gotten into you? Stab it, stab it, stab! Calm down. What are you so worried about? I'm not going to hurt you with this. What did you just say? Eek! I like to imagine that before the wolf ate the poor little girl, he said, "Is this what I always looked like?" That beast. Maybe the merchant's face blind. I don't know. Like, how, like, what's your problem? Like, I don't, how can, okay, the dude is like a freaking, like, monster wearing clothes. Like, oh my god. What's your problem? What's wrong? Just talk like a human. So stop! Stay back! Get any closer and I'll stab you to death! You act like you only just realized I'm a beast. Eek! That's right! I'm a beast. I killed them. Stay back! And I'll do the same to you! Ah! Help! In his hand, Beastia held his sword. Perhaps it had been hidden under the table, or perhaps behind his chair. Or maybe you handed it to him? I don't know. Regardless, it was as though he had expected this to happen. The merchant kicked aside a chair, attempting to flee, but Beastia closed the distance in an instant, knocking him back. He lost his balance and slammed against the wall, and still he made to escape. The beast stood blocking his path. No! Please stop this! Don't kill me! My beloved is waiting for me back home! I can't leave her behind! And why should I care? Oh, I kinda like that. That's pretty badass. Like, ah! A dreadful scream echoed through the dining room. I reflexively covered my ears. She's just standing off to the side watching some dude get killed, like, please help! Ah, someone, anyone! No one's going to come for you. This mansion's a long way from town. Help! That woman! Where did she... Why isn't she here? She was just... Ah! You'll kill me if I don't kill you. And so I must show you that I will. I must show you that I'm serious. I must kill you or you won't understand. If you kill him, you won't understand anything, so, like... You just won't understand. If I don't show you firsthand, you won't understand. I'll make you understand. I'll make your flesh and bones understand. I'll kill you, I'll kill you. Ah! Kill you. Monster. That's right. I am a beast. They had been enjoying a peaceful meal around the table together just minutes earlier. So what had triggered this? If I were to guess, the merchant saying the word knife is what caused the beast to snap. A simple, small thing set him off. On second thought, maybe the merchant just dug his own grave out of curiosity. I don't know, like, he just kept talking and talking and talking. Like, I get, like, being, lost, and you're like, oh, thank God there's people, but, like, wouldn't you just, like, eat and drink and take a bath and sleep and then leave? Just be like, oh, thank you, like, maybe, like, give him some wares, I don't know, but just, like, I don't know. An abandoned house with only 2 people, I wouldn't be making a lot of conversation. I could not comprehend it. Bestia, who had said he wished for peace, was staring down at the ravaged corpse of the merchant, with a look of ecstasy on his face. Master, can you understand how he felt? No, I can't, 'cause I'm not crazy. Even just a little? No, I can't. Did he not yearn for peace, but for slaughter? Well, that was an interesting chapter. Oh, a new character named Pauline. Okay, hold on 1 second. I've gotta grab a drink. It's fine. It's fine. I'll live. I can't. I feel like if I was a guy, I think it would sound way more badass because I'd be able to get that really low, like, but that's the best I could do. Alright, that does it for today's shopping. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, snack time! There's nothing better than having a ham sandwich in the park. Unless it's a turkey sandwich in the park. Oh dear, maybe I should lower my voice when I'm talking to myself. She's so cute. But it's so nice out, I just can't help myself. Does the weather have anything to do with talking to oneself? Oh my god, she's so... Not important. Food. If he were here, it would taste even better. I wonder when I'll get to see him next. Oh, he's dead. He is so dead. Pauline! There you are! Oh dear, what's got you so frazzled, Mom? Oh, Pauline. Huh? What is it? Did something happen? What's the matter, Mom? Mom? Pauline? This isn't like you, Mom. It's not like you at all. Tell me, what happened? I told you to stay away from my new trade. Huh? Oh, Pauline, my dear daughter. Why must God be so cruel to such a sweet girl? You're hurting me, Mom. Don't squeeze so tight. What's gotten into you? Listen carefully, Pauline. You must be calm and hear me out. Understood? Your lover, the beloved man you wait for, is dead. Mic drop. The beast's humanity began slipping away from him after that encounter. So this must be like some weird kind of rendition of Beauty and the Beast then, but I don't know how this is gonna, cause I mean, Misfortune, he's probably gonna end up killing her too. He had returned to the thing I had found in the cellar, and she's like, damn it, all my hard work, like... Actually, he prowled the mansion's halls, looking more barbaric than ever. Ripping stuff apart, and fucking... Despite all the effort he had put into learning to act like a human, he now ripped the velvet curtains off the wall, howling shrilly, stomping back and forth through the hallways, and ravaging the garden. I watched him intently, though from a distance. That's probably a good idea. Bestia was not merely a beast, but an out-of-control, bloodthirsty beast. Berserker mode! Just a few days ago, we had been tending the garden together, but that was no longer possible. I was quite disappointed. It's like destroying the house. Eventually, Bestia discovered my hiding place. I had not felt regret in a very long time, but I felt deep regret in that moment. More. She's like, don't have enough, not enough. I need more. I need more. I must satisfy these urges. Are you saying peace was not enough to sate you? Did I mishear you when you asked for peace? I was mistaken. Asking for peace won't solve anything. Blood, despair, eyes filled with terror. So you're like a fucking psychopath. Like, these are the things I need. Yeah, he's a fucking serial killer, Jesus Christ. Like, and I've always known it. You said this mansion fulfills people's desires. Then, give me prey. No more hares. Live humans. Why did I ever teach him to speak human language? I don't know, lady. Like, you're the one that was like, oh, let's keep it as a pet and make it human. Like, before long, the mansion granted his wish. Oh, that's her regret. Not that, you know, he killed a guy, like... Oh, Jesus. Once a week, a villager or a traveling merchant from somewhere would wander into the forest and end up at the mansion on the cliff. Though something felt suspicious about the man who greeted them at the door, on the surface he looked like a proper nobleman. I wonder if, like, he doesn't actually look like a beast, but because she's like this weird, like, supernatural being connected with the house, she could see a person's, like, true, like, being like what they really are. So he legitimately looks like like he's a person, but when she looks at him and when we see him, because she's the one telling the story, he looks like a monster. Maybe. That's what I'm thinking. So they all eventually chose to trust Bestia. The mansion... Because, I mean, I'm sorry. You see a freaking weird boar, lion, ox man in a bunch of clothes, you probably aren't going to go into the house. The mansion had an air of loneliness about it, but it was adequate to provide rest for their weary feet. There was food and a bed, and most comforting of all, there were other people. The lord of the house treated the lost souls like esteemed guests. He poured them fine wine and had me cook for them. No one suspected in the slightest that he was a beast. He put on a reasonably convincing act. Because, yes, I had taught him how to behave like a master. The visitors all went to bed contented. But, as I'm sure you can imagine, master, they would never see the light of day again. The penetratingly bright sunlight particular to this area. A beast! It's a beast! Epilepsy warning again, so go to close your eyes. You disgusting creature! You hideous monster! Kill him! If that's how you humans want to do things, then I'll play your little game. I'll play it even better than you. I'll kill you. I'll slaughter you! No, please don't! It's just called, his name is Other, like... That's it, cry for me, beg for your life. Pray for my mercy. Weep, and struggle, and suffer, and die. No one understands. No one can possibly understand my despair. What did I ever do? Was it just because I'm a beast? When did I become a beast? Why do beasts have to die? Beasts are savage, and so they must die. I'm a beast, therefore I'm a savage. In which case, I'll kill them. I'll show them what makes a beast so terrifying. Moonlight crept through the torn velvet curtains, shining down upon the blood-soaked beast. It was a sight that would incite terror in anyone. Look at this. No one can stand up to me. Humans have no chance against beasts. More. I need more. Give me more prey. The mansion continued to sate the beast's demented craving, sending not one, but multiple villagers into his claws. Into these blood-stained walls, of which echoed his monstrous howls. Stop, please, I'm begging you, spare me! Oh, God! Sorry, I'm not familiar with your god. Beasts have no need of gods. I have a wife and son back at the village. Please let me return to them. Why don't you bring them back to me? I'll send them to the same place you're going. No, don't. Stay away, please. I am with child. Oh, dude, no. Please let me go. Are you now? In that case, I'll kill the baby first. No. You damned monster. That's right. I'm a monster. And by killing, no one can defy me. I have to show the world that beasts are the most frightening things on this earth. Oh my God. Oh. Beaster, you're killing my throat, man. Almost wish my hubby were here, because he can do like a metal growl. Oh man, he'd probably be able to do lines way better. Probably wouldn't hurt his throat as much either, because he's had more practice. The beast began to change his style, making sick banquets out of his kills. I forgive you if you drop the voice. No, I can't. Show must go on. Some days he would oh. Okay. It's alright. I can do yeah. I listen to true crime podcasts all the time. I should be able to read this without like blinking and batting an eye. Some days he would tie his guests up in the cellar, playing with them for hours until they finally died. Some days he would drain them of their blood and bathe in it. Jesus Christ, dude, like... Some days he would spread them out on the table and feast upon them. Every week, another atrocious party. He did everything imaginable. As a faithful servant of this house, I am confident I can do most anything I am asked. Though you can surely imagine my surprise at having to use the cooking skills I learned while serving the flaxen-haired family to do that. I can only wonder if it actually tasted any good. Don't wonder that! No! Bestia's peculiar sword was always with him for his twisted banquets of self-gratification. However much blood stained it, it never lost its sheath. It was as though the sword drank of the flesh of humans. Master, can you imagine just how wretched I felt? The mansion, once a beautiful sight to behold, reeked of death and acrimony. The stench of rotting flesh seeped up from the cellar. Even the years it spent forsaken and in ruins were preferable to that. Or perhaps I only had myself to blame. Off topic, so she's saying she didn't know how to cook before the Rhodes family? I guess, well, the Rhodes family owned the mansion for a long time. So when she says flaxen-haired family, I don't think it necessarily refers to Nell and like his parents. It could have been like way before that too, because she's kind of always been there, I guess. So maybe she was like new to the house when the Rhodes family first acquired it. It was I who had invited the beast into the mansion. I mean, maybe. That's how I'm interpreting it, because she seems to be, like even in this, 50 years, I mean, I don't know, there's just little hints, so that's my guess anyways. It was I who had invited the beast into the mansion. More, not enough. This isn't enough to satisfy me. But Bestia still sought to hold more of his perverse parties. Lost villagers were no longer enough to quell his urges. He was, indeed, a genuine beast, and in time, this is what he began to wish for. Can't you get me any better prey? Something truly exquisite. The perfect prey to quench this maddening thirst of mine. Do you know what he meant when he asked for the perfect prey, Master? Perhaps a hero. Someone courageous enough to stand up to him, with whom he could enjoy a battle to the death. Perhaps a dazzling young nymph to satisfy his other primal urges. Or perhaps what he wanted was not human at all, but a demon or a phantom. I would soon find out, as the mansion attempted to grant his wish, bringing yet another guest to the house on the cliff. If the devil guides us, if God guides us, then perhaps I could accept that this was fate. Then it makes sense that I am here. Okay, one more chapter and then I'll stop. Is anyone there? I've lost my way. Would you please be so kind as to spare me a little food? Ah, there it is. There comes the poor little offering. They never learn. They just keep coming again and again. The mansion keeps granting my wish. I would be glad to provide you some food. And you are welcome to stay the night. Get some rest. I will have a room prepared. Then, I suppose I should take you up on your generosity. The white-haired girl. But it's gonna be a different white-haired girl, because the original white-haired girl, she would be like in her 60s, right? I have been wondering for a very, very long time. What was that, Master? You recognize her? I imagine you would. That white hair, those red eyes, skin the color of freshly fallen snow, and that flawlessly beautiful visage. You could not possibly mistake her for anyone else. And no, you It is not someone who happens to resemble her. Oh, it's not? I can understand why you would be surprised, Master. At first, I could hardly believe my own eyes. What? The wanderer knocking on the door that day was the very same fair-skinned young woman who visited the mansion so many years earlier. I'm gonna have to change my voice now because I thought it wasn't her. The white-haired girl must have spent many, many a night in the forest. Her crystalline skin was covered in red scratches from where she had brushed against stray branches and tree bark. She had even lost her shoes and was standing there barefooted, looking quite disheartened. But that did not make her any less beautiful. In fact, you could just imagine the dense forest canopy parting to allow the sun to shine down upon her. The beast appeared surprised by her angelic beauty as well. It seemed as though all the madness drained from him in that moment. He said nothing, but his eyes told all. He was entranced by the sight of her ruby-red irises and her pure white hair. Pardon? I am a beast. This is what I asked for. Something to quench my thirst. You're allowed to be happy. But as I said, it was only for a moment. So rejoice. Imagine just how gratifying it will be to see such a beautiful woman writhing in the throes of death. Follow me. I will have a bath drawn as well. And once the moment had passed, the beast was barely able to contain the wellspring of madness within himself. He wanted nothing more than to run his sword through the white-haired girl that very instant, to torture her, to defile her. Run away! You are too good for this! Run away! No! Nell's rolling in his grave right now, like, no! He tended to her wounds, served her supper, and drew a bath for her. And afterwards, the beast even made to provide her with a dress to wear. Even the outfit she had only worn for one night so many years before was there, waiting for someone to put it on again. For her to put it on again. He said she could choose anything she liked. She, being such a modest young woman, said she needed naught of such fine attire. But what a shame that was. I too wish to see her in a dress once more. I need not such fine clothing. You needn't be modest. No, that's not why. Are they not to your liking, then? No, my apologies. You are very generous. Foolish girl. Smiling and calling me generous. I was simply imagining what a pretty sight it would be. What's wrong with the green dress she's wearing? The sight of her fresh blood splattered on it. The sight of her life slipping away in it. I'm glad that, after wandering for so long, I ended up here in this mansion. And in a few hours, you'll be feeling the exact opposite. Get all the rest you need. I shall see you again in the morning. I thank you. Misha then made his way out of the girl's bedchamber. His mask came crumbling off after only taking a few steps. There, that's precisely what I wanted. Just imagining how such a beautiful woman will scream. How she'll beg for her life. Hey, are you there? The mansion has given me the perfect offering. Hey! Is she not here? Is someone there? Yes. I came by to ask if there was anything you needed. I cannot offer you anything extravagant, not like before, but I'm here to provide you with anything in my capacity. I appreciate the offer, but I need nothing. Being allowed to stay the night is more than enough. Do you work here in the mansion? Yes, indeed I do. I've been here for a very, very long time. A very long time? You might think this an odd question, but have we met before? Something about you seems familiar. And I get the feeling I have been in this mansion before. Yes, we have met. It was quite some time ago, though. When was it? It was an unimaginably long time ago. Do you remember a boy and girl with flaxen hair? Flaxen hair. I apologize. My memory fails me. Do you not remember me either? I see. You should probably not push yourself to remember then. There were joyous times, and there were less than joyous times. But would you be so kind as to answer one question? What might your name be? My name... My name is... I see. So you were... again. Again? You should get some rest. I will make tea for you in the morning. Also... Go on, close your eyes. But Beastia never waited for morning to come. With a sword that smelled of blood hanging from his hip, the beast slowly, ever so slowly, crept toward the room where the white-haired girl slept. The time was soon approaching for the bloodthirsty beast to paint the walls with the young woman's blood, to turn her bedchamber into a gore-splattered altar upon which he would offer her to the devil. However, when he opened the door, the beast could hardly believe his eyes. She was not asleep, but sitting there as if expecting Beastia's arrival. Why are you awake? Did you not go to sleep? I heard footsteps, so I... And what were you planning to do when I got here? Surely you didn't think we'd simply have a nice midnight chat. I was hoping to ask what it was that you wanted. To ask what it was I wanted? Do you even realize what you're saying? Can you not see what's in my hand? You know exactly what I came here to do. Aren't you going to beg? Aren't you going to plead for your life? Aren't you going to ask me not to kill you? If it's necessary. But is that what you want? What I want is something much, much more gratifying than your pleas. I want to hold a banquet. It's not enough. No matter what I do, it's not enough. But you will be enough to satisfy me, to quench this unholy thirst, to completely, wholly fill me to the bursting point. You want to know what I desire? I desire to devour you. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Beast just shoved the girl back. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, Twitch mods, admins, people, please don't. This is, she's wearing clothes, okay? You can see the sleeves on the artwork, alright? This is not... I got this on the PlayStation Store. They don't have, like, R18 games on there, okay? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. See if I can read this without laughing. Okay, I can do this. That line, though, oh my god. Okay. Beast just... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I can do this. Okay. Beast just shoved the girl back, slamming her into the mattress. He then stabbed his sword through the sheets beside her, looking down upon the girl, the moonlight at his back. Clenching her slender throat with one hand, he drew his sword once more, holding the tip of inches from her nose. This is kind of ironic, like, getting citrusy on the stream. Yeah, a little bit. Little citrusy. No matter how much blood it drank, the sword continued to shine gloriously, as though it had just come from the forge. It was an awe-inspiring, tear-shedding blade, the sight of which would cause anyone to imagine the misfortune about to befall them. Go on, mock me. Ridicule the hideous, barbaric beast standing before you. From the moment you saw me, you thought of me unsettling, no? But you averted your eyes. Because I had food for you. Because I gave you a place to rest. You pretended not to notice the beast. This is retribution. Retribution for you damned humans. So beg for your life like they all do. Cry. Plead for mercy. If you say that you are ugly, then I must be equally ugly. What? What came from the girl's mouth was neither a plea, nor an insult, nor a scream. Full-grown men had wept before him, and yet this slight young woman did not. Despite this terrifying beast being upon her, moments away from extinguishing her life. Even I almost shrieked in fright. Beast could believe neither his eyes nor his ears. Do you not fear me? Can you not see what I'm about to do to you? It's kind of ironic that she's going through this when the situation was kind of reversed before. What am I to be afraid of? I'm threatening to murder you! To rip your intestines out with these claws and watch you die in agony. I enjoy it more than anything in the world. Filling others' hearts with fear. The more lives I take, the more I enjoy it. I'm a beast driven by madness. What he expected was for the beautiful girl before him to desperately implore him for mercy. He wanted nothing more than to see despair seep into every corner of her red eyes. For he believed that it would be a truly sublime moment, euphoria unlike anything he had experienced before. Beastia prodded her with his singular sword, poking a slit in skin smoother than silk. You see me as pitiful, and so you are offering me release from my fate. But she did not do as the beast wished. She looked up at him with sympathy rather than fear. This rattled the beast. He had never once seen anyone respond to him that way. What on earth are you talking about? What's going through your head? Pity? Release? Do you not comprehend this situation? How could you be so calm? Scream! Cry and shout! Beg for me to spare you. Throw yourself at my feet. Throw yourself at my feet! Otherwise I'm a beast! A beast that never tires of killing! To me, you appear to be a person. You're lying. You listen to the things I say, and you respond with your own words. I was taught how to speak. I I'm a beast who speaks human language. But you think. You use your mind to come up with responses. And you hesitate. If I'm human, then why did they disparage me so? Disparage? I don't know. Why did they reject me and try to kill me? Because I'm a beast. A repulsive beast. That's why, isn't it? I will do nothing to hurt you. We are alike. Alike? Don't be ridiculous. How can you say we're alike when you're as beautiful as you are? There's nothing beautiful about me. What value does outward appearance have? You have suffered much persecution, which is why you tremble in fear. I am not trembling. I am not afraid. I can hear the cries of your heart. What on earth is wrong with you? Why are you not afraid? Why do you not scream in terror? I am afraid, but more than fear, I feel like I know now what my role is. Your role? If you will have me, then I would like to remain here in the mansion. Are you mad? I will eventually kill you! Torture you, put you through hell, make you wish you were never born. That does not change my mind. Please, allow me to stay. I find it very hard to believe that what you want deep down is to hurt people. And I get the feeling that I am meant to be here. That it is my role. Bestia was at a loss. He was, perhaps, afraid of this girl who did not fear him, and even attempted to embrace him. Oh! She behaved too differently from all the other humans he knew of, who only ever harassed and pushed him away. Why are you so kind to me? To this beast, this murderer. Bestia's sword slipped from his hand, hitting the hard floor with a metallic whine. When the sound died down, the white-haired girl extended her hands for the beast with the utmost of affability. Her fingers were white as freshly fallen snow, something this area never saw. They traced his distinctive frame. They ran along his unusually shaped nose. They slid across his rough, yellowed skin. They drifted around his rather small eyes. The beast trembled once more, this time not out of twisted desire from deep within, but from the unimaginable comfort of physical contact. Her fingers moved so gently, so pleasantly, wrapping him in their warmth. Are you crying? A single teardrop slid down the arc of her finger. Looking into her clear eyes, Bestia came to a realization, and at the same time, he felt somewhat dismayed. You are without sight. Taken in the throes of his primal urges, the beast had not noticed, but there was an emptiness in the girl's eyes. She appeared to be gazing far into the distance, not focused on the man despite being close enough to touch him. Hold on one second. Hello. Hey. The bunch, I'm still streaming, but I can get to a stopping point. Okay. Alright. I love you too. Hey, bye. Okay. So I guess she is is blind. Tears had begun running down Beast's cheeks earlier, when she had called him a person. Hold on, did I? But it was not until one of those droplets had slid across the back of her finger that she had realized. She would, indeed, have no need of extravagant dresses. After all, she could not see what she was wearing. That is correct. I am blind. But whoever decided that reality is only that which can be seen? I know not what appearance I have. In the darkness, everything is as one. There is no difference between beast and man. If you are a beast, then I too must be a beast. To call the girl a beast would be paramount to eating sugar and assisting it with salt. Do pardon the trite analogy, please. But you know rather well, Master, that the white-haired girl was not at all what you would call a beast. Not simply in appearance, but all the way down to her core. There was nothing beastly about her. Her words brought him faint pain, but the beast still felt, on some level, that he wanted to keep her at his side, to see what would happen. His next words were in large part impulsive. I am grateful that you cannot see. Without exception, everyone who had wandered into the mansion had lost their lives before the sun rose the next morning. She was the first visitor who had not met this fate. Over time, Beast's madness gradually subsided. He even began to seem rather tame. You would hardly believe it was the same beast who had once reveled in those perverse festivities. He was, I imagine, at a loss for how to behave. I too would be flustered in the constant presence of such beauty. But it was not just her appearance. She had said she wished to live with him, a beast who had committed countless atrocities. Perplexing indeed. What is the matter? Do you honestly not fear me? Do I appear to be afraid of you? No, you do not. But you would. If you could see me, you would react the same as everyone else. You would mock me, you would despise me, you would want to kill me. You don't know what I've done because you can't see. I enjoyed it. I basked in their terror. So why do I not want you to find out? I don't want you to know how many people I've tortured, how many I've slaughtered, how much blood I've imbibed. All the horrible things I've done. Horrible? I'm aware that what I've done is wrong, but I relished in it. I wanted, for so long, to slaughter them. I desperately desired to see blood, human blood. What is it I crave? Murder or laughter? I said that I had no need for peace, yet here I am. He's like having an existential crisis, like, is something the matter? No, some tea. Oh, shall I make some? Are you thirsty? No, I made some tea. It's probably cold by now. I thought you might want some. You don't? No, I'll take it. What are you laughing for? Because I'm happy. Is it to your liking? It's bitter. Their life together began quietly, their days without event. They had no extravagant meals. There were no swaths of guests lending life to the mansion's halls. There was also no one screaming in fear for their life. That's a good thing. It was the peaceful life Bestia had lost, and he had returned once more to that quiet realm. What's the matter? You are always so quick to notice my presence. My world is one of darkness, so I have a heightened sense of hearing. What is it like? How do you perceive the world? I cannot imagine living in complete darkness. Occasionally, I can see light. Light? Yes, not a radiant light like the sun, but a soft light floating in the darkness, like a candlelight, I suppose. That only perplexes me all the more. I find it difficult to understand what you are describing. Is that so? It's difficult for me as well. I am not sure how to explain it. But it's not complete darkness. I can sense your presence, for instance, and I can tell how windy it is from the way the windows vibrate. And also... I also feel as though I can sense the wavering of emotions. The candlelight begins to flicker erratically from fear, intense sorrow, or other similar emotions. My emotions? I do not know. It could be yours, and it could be mine. This mansion is a very peculiar place. The candlelight is always wavering, yet it seems somehow stable. It makes me feel as though this is where I belong. I don't think I understand. I am a beast, so I lack the intelligence. But you... I am going to go hunting. Is there anything you would like? Whatever you like. Alright then, if you find any fruit, that would be nice. Fruit. It's sour. You picked it before it was ripe. I didn't know. Is that a bad thing? I don't know anything. I cannot see, but if fruit is still green, you are not supposed to eat it yet. What color are these? Gray, no, blue. Shall I give you a hand preparing supper? So he's colorblind or something? I cannot ask for help of someone who can't see. You'll hurt yourself. Don't worry, I can tell for the most part where things are by touch and sound. Are you worried? Worried? Worried. The thought of blood dripping down her finger doesn't excite me. What's going on? What on earth has happened to me? You've got a soul. Good job, dude. If I appear to be in any danger of harming myself, please let me know. Then you have nothing to worry about. You do not seem any more comfortable in the kitchen than me. She always cooks the... Where did she go? Huh? She always comes when I call. She's like, peace, I'm off. You two get to know each other. I had hidden myself away. Beastly had learned how to go about his daily life without my assistance. The two of them had no need of others in their peaceful world. Oh my, what is the matter, master? I was not lonely at all, no. It was an absolute pleasure simply watching them. I mean that. It was not my role to be at his side, nor was I the one to be at hers. If she could make Bisha into the master of the house, then my presence was unnecessary. I appear when I am needed, as I appeared to serve the flaxen-haired family, nothing more. If they sought a servant, then I would show myself. Yes, certainly. After some time, they began to sleep in the same bed. Ooh la la! Oh dear, no. Not for the reason you were imagining, Master. Oh wow, she called the reader out! You thought no such thing? No, I did. I did. Though they slept in the same bed, they did not lay together. They did so, it seemed, because they were more comfortable in the same place. The two acted more like family than lovers. Hey, hello? Are you asleep? No, I am awake. Is the candlelight wavering? Right now, it is very calm. I see. Say, tell me about your childhood. What? Me? Won't you? My childhood? Yes. I have no such stories to tell. When I was a child, I lost everything. My mother, father, brothers, everyone. So for as long as I can remember, I did not have a father. I lived alone with my mother, but I never felt like that was a bad thing. Was she kind? Yes, very. She was a compassionate woman. But we were poor, and because I cannot see, my mother was the only one who could work. I think it's reincarnation is what it is. She would be away for long stretches of time, supposedly because she served at a respectable house. I do not know whether or not that was true. Perhaps she was doing much more demanding work. I never asked. I believe not asking was best for her. From time to time, I would receive letters from her. Someone who lived nearby read them to me. The letters went something like this. Life in the mansion is difficult, but everyone treats me so well, and they say I do good work. I'll be back with more money soon, so you be a good girl. Other than that, she allegedly expressed concern for my health and safety, as well as repeatedly saying how much she loved me. You have a good mother. I did. Nearly everything I remember my mother saying to me was written in her letters. So much kindness and warmth. Why do you not live with her now? How did you end up here in the mansion? Before long, she lost her life at her place of employment, and I was sent the money she had earned. It was, I imagine, enough to survive on. When my mother was alive, she often lamented my blindness. If only you could see, she would say, I could show you just how extraordinary this world is. So I decided I would visit a renowned physician in order to fulfill my mother's dream. A physician in this country. However, upon examining me, he said he could not restore my sight. Dejected, I was on my way back home when bandits attacked. They robbed me of the money I brought to pay for my treatment. I lost everything my mother saved for me, the money she gave her life to earn for me. That's sad. I failed to repay her for anything she did, which cast a dark cloud over my heart. My world has always been wrapped in darkness, but at that moment, I was in the deepest abyss. There was not even a speck of light. I was at a complete loss. With nowhere to go, I simply wandered, no destination in mind. And then was when I miraculously arrived at this mansion. It was as if it had summoned me here. You were being summoned by the mansion to fulfill my craving, but it didn't end up that way. I wonder if the mansion is disappointed. I see. I apologize for not having a brighter tale to tell. I imagine you were hoping to hear joyful childhood memories. No. Did they hurt you? Oh, thank you. Pardon? The bandits. When they attacked, were you hurt? You were so compassionate. I am no such thing. I am not compassionate. I'm like picturing him doing like the anime blush, like looking away, like off to the side, like, no, I'm not. The, like, you know what I'm talking about, the tsundere thing. I was perfectly fine. I took a few scratches, but nothing you need to worry about. I see. I believe that I am happy now. I was unable to regain my sight, and I haven't the money to return home. But I believe I left in order to come here. Is your life right now happy? I am terrified. I'm volatile. I'm growing accustomed to this woman's comfort. I'm afraid of losing her. A beast should not have these feelings. A murderous beast. Take this. What is? It makes a good gift, supposedly. I was planning to throw it out when I learned that, but I couldn't. I felt like I was meant to give it to someone. That could only be you. It is a fake white rose. A white rose accessory. Do you not want it? No, I do. I just, for some reason... Never mind. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna stop here, because my throat can't take much more. So, if it weren't for him being a murderous psychopath, I'd probably ship this more. But I'm having a hard time, like, because normally I love the whole Beauty and the Beast thing, but I just, no. Mel's best boy. But, okay, so I'm going to save. Yay. Oh, it's a quick save. Hold on, let's do this. I like to call the right way. Especially, yeah, him just standing there, staring at the wall like, I'm gaining a conscience. I have feelings. What do I do? Oh my god, like... This is all just gonna blow up in his face too. I know it is. It's just gonna... yeah. Because he's a freaking murderer, so... But alright, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I will put in the description a link to the poll for, the special anniversary stream I'm gonna do, and then I am also going to have a link to a piece of fan art that rocks. My awesome friend Roxy, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I just call you Rox. But yes, I'm gonna put a link to some badass fan art Rox did for, well, I want to say, like, of me and Nell, and I love it, and it gives me happy feelings, which is awesome. I love it. So yeah, I'll put a link of that in there too so you guys can see it, because it's awesome. I actually saved it to my laptop, and I'm thinking about making that my background, because why not? But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. You can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/insanityizgood. And the poll ends on the 10th, so there's still a few days left. So hopefully we'll have enough of a consensus. Otherwise I'll have to do maybe like a sudden death kind of thing, but we'll see. Yeah, stay safe. Wear face protection if you've got it. Wash your hands. You know, follow social distancing, 6 feet away. For the love of God, stay home. If you absolutely do not have to go out, stay home. So, hope you guys hang in there, and we'll get through this. We will survive this. We will survive the Great Plague of 2020. So, I will see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.